The Godfather Part 2 was directed by Francis Ford Coppola and was released in 1974. In the movie, the life of Vito Corleone is shown as he becomes from a boy born in Sicily to one of the most respected mafia dons of New York, while Michael, portrayed by Al Pacino, attempts to expand his business empire into Las Vegas, Florida and pre-revolution Cuba, while facing his own personal problems trying to keep his collapsing marriage and relationship with his brother intact. The Untouchables was directed by Brian De Palma in 1987. After building an empire with bootleg alcohol, legendary crime boss Al Capone, portrayed by Robert De Niro, rules Chicago with an iron fist. Though Prohibition agent Elliot Ness, portrayed by Kevin Costner, attempts to take Capone down, even his best efforts fail due to widespread corruption within the Windy City's police force. Recruiting an elite group of lawmen who won't be swayed by bribes or fear, including Irish-American cop Jimmy Malone, Ness renews his determination to bring Capone to justice. While comparing The Untouchables and The Godfather Part 2, it can be seen that both protagonists began with a sense of innocence and morality. These values decline throughout the movie for Michael after he kills everyone who wronged and betrayed him. He also failed in legitimizing his business. Ness also loses these values after he becomes a Prohibition agent because he has to kill many criminals and do questionable things in order to stop Al Capone. Another similarity that was noticed during the comparison was the prevalent theme of revenge in both movies. In The Godfather 2, Michael gets his revenge on Hyman Roth, Johnny Ola, and Fredo by having all of them killed for betraying him. In The Untouchables, Ness gets his revenge on the assassin who killed his partners by pushing him off a building to his death. McKeel loses pretty much every single family member by the end of the film and is seen to be lonely. Ness, on the other hand, still has his family and they are safe from harm. McKeel is brought to court for his involvement with the mafia, but with his wealth and influence, he gets off without any problems. Al Capone, on the other hand, gets a guilty verdict because of tax evasions, and his power is not able to overcome justice. Prohibition in the United States was a nationwide constitutional ban on the production, importation, transportation, and sale of alcoholic beverages from 1920 to 1933. Gang members like Al Capone came to be because of Prohibition and the need for bootleg alcohol. After all the negative effects of Prohibition, it was repealed in 1919 by Congress, which is known as the Volstead Act. Mafias like the ones in The Godfather rose from immigrants and immigrant towns and gained power and rose from there.